All right, CT, a few days back, Eddie Alvarez and Conor McGregor had a back and forth on social media about fighting one another. Got some tweets that will illustrate what we're talking about here. Alvarez says, "Let's do this, Notorious. I'm ready. Your future's not bright. Enjoy this one while it lasts. Hashtag it's all over." Conor, he's not going to let that go, right? As Eddie continues, the illusion of greatness will soon be over. It's time for the truth. Good night, guys. I have an early morning. UFC 205. Some more hashtag in there. Beg me. The only response that Notorious has with that great mouthpiece. Well, Dana White confirmed just minutes ago that McGregor will indeed face Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205 at Madison Square Garden in NYC. How big is this particular bout?
It is huge. This what makes UFC so popular. They make the fights that the people want to see. Now, one of the big takeaways, in my opinion, is this shows you the power of Conor McGregor. Yep. Because Dana White said all the time after the Nate Diaz fight that Conor McGregor, he would prefer him to go back down to 145 where he is the featherweight champ. But Conor always made it seem like he didn't know if he was going to go back down to 145. And we may never see McGregor go back to 145 now that he's going to fight at 155. Remember, he was supposed to fight at 155 before Rafael Dos Anjos got injured. Dos Anjos got injured. That led to Nate Diaz stepping in, and that's how we saw Nate Diaz 1 and 2. So he was planning to go to 155. But this fight against Alvarez should be a fantastic matchup. Alvarez, ever since he beat Rafael Dos Anjos, has been calling out Conor McGregor. It's UFC 205, the first time they've ever been at Madison Square Garden. Probably the big loser, though, Jose Aldo. He's the guy at 145 who had hoped to fight McGregor if he came back. He has that interim belt. He may never see McGregor at 145, but the power of McGregor, UFC 205, if Conor wins this one, he will be the first person in UFC history to ever hold two belts simultaneously. This should be a very popular and highly watched fight.
It might end up becoming the co-main event for UFC 205.
Oh, for sure.
You would have to imagine with McGregor's star power. Thank you, CT. I'm going to continue to whip around here.